Progress check number 1. Demo number 1. Mission statement. I believe playtime is essential for the development of a young child and should be integrated more in class. Even when kids play alone, they are actually improving their imagination skills. When they're socializing together and interacting together, they could be improving their socialization skills and conflict resolution skills and so much more. Therefore, playtime should not be discouraged in child care centers or in schools. Instead, they should increase the importance and make it an essential component in their curriculum. Frederick Froebel, probably saying that wrong, known as the father of kindergarten, also believed in the importance of play. He set up a system that was centered around the self activity and the development of children's self esteem and self confidence. I remember how much I loved playtime when I was younger. I loved exploring new things and new ideas. I loved being a chef one day and an astronaut the next. This, in return, opened my eyes to a new world, a world filled with creativity and endless imagination. I remember when I was younger and I used to play and act like I was a teacher. I had a whiteboard, I had fake tests, I would pass them out, and you can just see how important it is. Like, I ended up being a teacher. It ended up giving me new ideas and ended up giving me creativity. Self-evaluation. My mission statement addresses the issue in this scenario because I expressed how important child play is for me as a future teacher and how my own experiences impacted my value for child play. I want to make sure my students are encouraged to play and express themselves. I want their imagination to go wild and explore new areas about themselves. In our book, the author states how the mastery of play is considered one of the most important development tasks for young children's learning. My mission statement will improve teaching and learning by focusing on the child and learning how they work and learn. The best way to teach a child is to think like a child. Children need to be able to express themselves through their work, and I want to make sure I put special emphasis on that when teaching children. Demo number 2. I call this brain break. Since I want to be a 4th grade teacher, I thought of a physical activity to do either in the beginning before transitioning to a different subject, or maybe when you see the kids start getting agitated or sleepy. I would start by playing music in the background, and this is not necessary. It's just I know some kids kind of like when they listen to music, they want to get their wiggles out. They kind of want to dance a little bit, so that'll be great for that. This will take 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how long you would like to keep going. You will then announce to the kids that it's time for brain break time, and everybody needs to stand up and behind their chairs. You will pick 4 to 5 kids to share what physical activity they would like to do, jumping jacks, squats. Um, Really, they can do a dancing activity if you want to be more creative. Um, After the first student picks, you will then say, okay, let's count by fours to 40 to 32. Now everyone will begin the activity and count by fours until they get to 32. This is something quick to get the kids moving and thinking, as well as just kind of, getting their wiggles out. They've been sitting in that chair, they want to get up, they want to do something, and this is a great way to, get some physical activity and get them moving. Need more ideas? I have 3. Number 1, play break. I have seen some schools incorporate a play break or a brain break that lasts on anything between 10 and 15 minutes. They go outside, the students can either play in the playground or walk around. Either way are great because they get up and they get moving and smelling fresh air. So I actually saw this in elementary school in Tomball. They call it brain break. It's kind of like a really, really small recess, but it gives the kids something to look forward to, and then it gets them just moving and de-stressing. Number 2, yoga ball. I've seen this a lot in YouTube videos where teachers kind of just let their kids rotate or alternate kind of like who gets the yoga balls, and it really shows that it gets them awake, it gets them less agitated, they have something to play with, and while they're doing work, so it kind of de-stresses the whole time. They kind of de-stress the whole time. Number 3, boogie days. Have kids spread out across the room, play one school appropriate song, and let kids bust a move. Have them follow your moves to make sure that things stay appropriate. Try doing some vintage move like the twist, mashed potatoes, or just jumping around. Um, yeah, so I think that was a great idea because I love to dance when I'm sad or when I'm agitated. So I'm sure kids will like this too. Statements. Number 1. In 5 minutes, we're cleaning up and moving on to math. This allows time for transitions by giving a plan for the next step. This helps the kids know what we're doing next and not just, it's the unknown. I know sometimes I even get anxiety not knowing what we're doing next. Number 2, thank you for sitting down and looking at me for instructions. Now I know you're ready to begin. Making eye contact when giving directions and using clear and simple explanations. So this kind of just lets them know why you're telling them this, and kind of gives them a little reason to do so, since if you do this, I know you're ready and we can start for the next task. Number 3, Sam, can you help me collect all of our friends' papers? Selecting a job in which the child will be successful is very important. Kids kind of want to they want to feel good about themselves, and giving them a little job like picking up the papers, giving out some forms to all the classmates, or could you get me something from the teacher's closet? Those kind of things kind of get them moving. And then when they come back and you're like, thank you so much for getting this to me. Or, whichever way you want to say it, kind of gives them a little pat on the back, feels good, and then they're ready for the next thing. Self-evaluation. My solution addresses the scenario by giving an example of a physical activity that can be integrated in a student's daily routine in class. My activity allows a child to move around, allowing for blood to flow and giving their brain a break. Several recent studies have brought to light the importance of physical activity and its relationships to cognitive functions, especially for those who exhibit signs of ADHD. This research shows how physical movement improves mental focus, memory, and cognitive flexibility. My solution will improve teaching and learning by increasing students' attention span, giving them something to look forward to. When students are given brain breaks, they're able to relax their mind, think more efficiently, than making them push through 4 hours of full work. Thank you.